Hello, students and family members. As we continue to follow Christopher Columbus's journey west via a sea route to what he thought was Asia, let's get more information on him and what was being exchanged back and forth between the new North American continent and Europe over on the eastern part of the globe, the Eastern Hemisphere. Why did Columbus keep sailing back and forth from Europe to America? Well, one, he was claiming more and more land for Spain, continuing to run natives off of their land, push them off, and claim land for Spain. It also allowed him to search for more gold and settlements. Plus, he could spread that Roman Catholicism religion like the king and queen wanted him to do, and that was good for Columbus because, again, they funded his trip. He took 3 trips to and from Europe and America. And on those trips, there were many things that traveled over with Columbus from Europe, including things that were harmful to the native people. In many ways, the Europeans showed up and they were extremely harmful. They were spreading diseases that many Native Americans had never been exposed to, and once exposed, it caused an epidemic among Native Americans. They would get sick quickly, and it would rapidly spread amongst their communities. Many natives died this way. Also, the Europeans were very quick and willing to cut down trees, rainforest, not understanding the full benefits of the rainforest and having a very harmful impact on the natural development and growth in what was the new land, as they would say, in the name of progress for Europe. The Columbian Exchange was the movement of plants and animals and people, but you have to understand the exchange was happening over this westward route via the sea, meaning you had people coming on boats with animals and plants on the eastern hemisphere in Europe, coming across the ocean to the western hemisphere, landing in this new land, and then taking things back with them, including plants, animals, and other people that possibly would have never been there before. Here are some specific things that were exchanged. Foods that came from Europe and then went to the Americas: bananas, coffee, beans. And here are some animals that came from Europe to the Americas: horses, pigs, sheep, and cattle. Had it not been for the origination of the Columbian Exchange, these types of foods and these types of animals would never have inhabited the land. Finally, we had 2 vocabulary words. One I hadn't mentioned was settlement. When Columbus came over, he wanted to settle new land for Spain because they funded the trip. A settlement is a small community of people living in a new place. An epidemic, the one I had mentioned earlier, is an outbreak of disease that spreads quickly. This happened to many Native Americans as the Europeans came over with diseases that had never been treated before, and many Native people became ill, and it spread quickly. Hope this gives you a little more information about Columbus, the Columbian Exchange, and things that were being impacted both positively and negatively as Columbus discovered the New World.